It's strange how silence weighs more than sound in this world. One moment, it's just wind rustling through shattered windows. The next, a clicker's rasp, a soldier's curse, a guitar string trembling beneath your fingertips. The Last of Us Part 2. Remastered isn't just a prettier version of a game you might love or hate. It's a chance to step back into a world that scars you with every breath and dares you to survive it all over again. But here's the question. After 5 years, does it still grip your heart the same way? Or has time dulled its edge? For just $10, Naughty Dog invites us back. Faster, sharper, deadlier. Yet beneath the polished textures and silky frame rates, the core remains. Isolation, loss, choices that haunt. And with a new roguelike survival mode whispering just one more run, this remaster may tempt even the most reluctant veterans. So, today we step inside, brick in hand, heart racing, and ask, is it worth returning to the fight? June 2020, a world locked indoors, and a world torn apart on screen. The Last of Us. Part 2 landed like a gut punch, a brutal swan song for the PlayStation 4. It wasn't a game you simply played, it was one you survived. Fast forward 5 years. The PS5 hums beneath your TV. The wounds of that story may have faded, or not. But now, Sony offers a chance to return, not with a full remake, but a remastered edition tailored for the current generation. Let's be clear. This isn't the grand reimagining we saw with The Last of Us Part 1 remake. No sweeping overhaul, no scene-by-scene rebuild. What you're getting here is more subtle. Higher resolution, faster frame rates, smarter textures, a streamlined $10 upgrade if you own the original. Not free, but not a full-priced cash-in either. And that's the tightrope this release walks. For those who never played, it's the best way to experience this grim, uncompromising story. For returning fans, a refined canvas for old scars and new memories. Yet beneath the polish, one question lingers. Is it enough to truly pull us back into the fight? Let's dig deeper. Step into the first scene, and the silence hits you again. This world was always haunting. The cracked streets of Seattle, sun filtering through overgrown ruins. But now, on PlayStation 5, it moves with a new kind of clarity. Out of the box, you have choices. 1440p at 60 frames per second in performance mode. Crisp, fluid, and almost hypnotic in motion. Or, if you crave sheer visual fidelity, native 4K at 30 FPS. There's even variable refresh rate support, smoothing out the rough edges, if your display can handle it. Now, let's be honest. This was already one of the best-looking games on PS4, a late-gen masterpiece. So don't expect jaw-dropping new textures or groundbreaking lighting. Yes, there are improvements. Slightly. Sharper details here, richer shadows there, but to the naked eye, this is a game that already felt next-gen back in 2020, where you'll notice the differences in performance. Zero stutters, lightning-fast loading. You snap from cutscene to gameplay without missing a beat. Perfect for immersion. And when death comes, and it will, respawns are nearly instant. It's not a reinvention, it's a refinement, a leaner, meaner visual experience, built to keep you locked in the moment. But beyond the main story, this remaster quietly opens a few side doors. Not all of them lead to danger, some, surprisingly, to creativity. First up, lost levels. These aren't full new chapters. Think of them more like glimpses into the game's development. Unfinished, unpolished. Raw slices of what might have been. Paired with developer commentary, they offer a rare look behind the curtain. How this brutal world was built, piece by agonizing piece. Then there's a smaller gem, guitar free play mode. It may sound trivial, but here's the thing. This isn't just a gimmick. The guitar physics are shockingly accurate. Fingers land on the correct frets. The tones shift as you play. You can switch characters, change locations, and yes, experiment with different guitar tones. It's intimate, oddly therapeutic. A quiet moment in a world otherwise ruled by violence. And let's not forget the expanded accessibility options. More ways for players of all backgrounds and abilities to experience this story on their own terms. Are these extras enough to justify a return by themselves? No, but they round out the package. Subtle threads woven into a tapestry that still holds together, tighter than you might expect. And then, there's this, the one thing that truly feels new. No Return, a roguelike survival mode, brutal, unforgiving, and dangerously addictive. Here, you don't simply replay familiar story beats, you step into randomized encounters, tense, unscripted slices of pure gameplay. You choose your character, each with unique strengths and quirks. You face missions that shift with every run. One moment, fending off waves of clickers as a timer ticks down. The next, hunted by soldiers in claustrophobic ruins. Between runs, you regroup in a small safe house, a momentary breath. Here you upgrade weapons, enhance abilities, and unlock more characters and skins through an evolving progression track. No loot boxes, no gimmicks, just the satisfaction of getting better, one brutal run at a time. And because failure is inevitable, experimentation is encouraged. Throw a brick, dive into prone, craft on the fly. Go loud, or vanish like a ghost. High-level play in The Last of Us Part 2 was always mesmerizing, and this mode distills that mastery into a tight, replayable loop. No Return doesn't rewrite the game, but it does something smarter. It gives you a reason to come back, again and again. And in this world, that's the most dangerous temptation of all. Let's be clear, The Last of Us. Part 2. Remastered is not a revolution. It's not here to rewrite the story. A story that even now sparks fierce debate. If you disliked it then, nothing here will change your mind. But if you loved it, or simply admired its craft, this is the best version to experience it. For $10, what do you truly get? A smoother, faster game, a handful of thoughtful extras, and one brilliant new mode that breathes unexpected life into the core combat loop. The DualSense support deserves praise too. Every gunshot, every tension-filled bow pull, every brutal melee hit. You feel it now, in your hands. It won't redefine the experience, but it deepens it. Still, there's a shadow here. The long-awaited Factions multiplayer mode, canceled. That's a loss, one that leaves many wondering where this franchise is truly headed next. But maybe that's why No Return hits so hard. It gives veterans a new challenge. It offers newcomers a way to taste the game's systems without the full narrative weight, and it invites all of us, for better or worse, back into this haunting world. For some, that alone is worth the price of admission. So now the question shifts. To you, will you return? Maybe you're a veteran, ready to test your skills in No Return, brick in hand, heart racing. Maybe you've never touched this world, and this remaster offers the perfect gateway, or maybe the story still sits heavy on your mind, too raw to revisit. Whatever your path, I want to hear it. What's your memory of The Last of Us Part 2? A moment that stuck with you? A brutal fight? A quiet guitar strum in an abandoned room? Or are you stepping into this story for the very first time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this video helped you, or made you think twice about jumping back in, a like always helps us out. Subscribe if you want more honest gameplay first takes. We cover them all. But for now, stay sharp survivors. Because in this world, the fight is never truly over.